Now we will be learning how to handle different window in a browser. Okay, let's say for example, in this particular program, the previous program which we have done for keyboard event, what we are doing is opening a new tab. Okay, right, right.
Okay.
So what here we are doing is, let's say for example, we are opening a new tab here. So let's say for example, this new tab opens when I click a link in Flipkart or any of the link which is present in this particular tab. It may be the case, or we have opened it by pressing it from keyboard event. So anyway, we are opening a new tab. So to handle a new tab which is opened in the browser, or else a new browser opens also. To handle it, we will be doing it by window handling. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's say for example, now what is happening, right? In my first tab, I have opened Flipkart. Okay. And in the second tab, I am opening a new tab. I want to do operation in this new tab rather than this first tab. I want to open Google in this tab. Okay. So
Okay.
I have written all my code to open a new tab, and then I just again navigated to google.com, but you will see that this particular site doesn't open in the new tab, rather it gets open in the previous tab. Once I run it, you will be noticing it. See, here the Flipkart got opened, right? Then after that a new tab will get open, and we have again like send the command to open google.com, but that google.com doesn't get opened here, rather it get opened here in the previous tab where Flipkart was open, but I expected it to get open here. Okay,
Okay.
so to have a control over this particular site, sorry, to have our work done in this particular tab, we have to switch the driver control from this tab to this tab. Here all the operations are performed in this tab only even after a new tab is opened, because my driver control is currently in this particular tab, but I need to switch my driver control to the new tab so that I can handle and do certain operation in the new tab which is opened. It may be a new tab, it may be a new window, anything. That doesn't mean that it will be a new tab only. Let's say for example, while in this site, while clicking one site, a new window open, that also can be handled by window handling. Else if I click this, a new tab opens, then to handle it also we do it by window handling. With whether it is a new tab or a new window, we can handle that particular window or tab by window handling. If we pass the control to that particular new tab or particular window which is open, then only we will be able to have a control over that tab or the new window and then perform operation on that particular tab or window. Okay.
Okay.
Let's say for example, in this new tab, I want to open Mercury demo, Mercury Tours demo, and do nothing here. Okay. So what I expect is If I run this particular code, what will happen? This new tools demo will get open in my first tab only. Okay, which was the previous tab, right? It will get opened here.
Yes.
But I want to open it in a new tab. Okay, so the first thing what I have to do is okay. Now let's run the code. You will be seeing that my new URL will get open in my new tab without hampering the previous tab. See, so what happened? My new URL got opened in the new tab instead of the previous tab, right? Why it happened? Because what I did is here, I passed my control of the driver from parent tab to the child tab. Okay. See, first thing what I did is I stored the set of string which is returned from the function, from a Selenium function get window handle. What it do is it send me it return me back a set of IDs of all the driver instance that are open. Like let's say for example here I have opened two driver instance because two tab are there, so two windows you can say. Let's say two windows are open. So what get window handles will do, it will return me back set of IDs of all the open tabs or the windows that are open. Let's say for example a new window is open, there also one tab will be open inside that new window, right? So it will return me back IDs of all the tabs that are opened for that particular driver execution. Okay, so I store it in a string, I store it in a set of string. So now to get back the value from the set of string, you will be using iterator. Okay, so I have done here created a iterator object and passing that set of string object to that iterator. Okay. Then in my first, like how, let's see how the iterator works. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So in iterator, it's just like you can say stores the value in a sequence manner. The first value which is stored in iterator is null value by default. Then the first value which is written from the set is stored, that is the first window ID. It is the second, this is the first value is null, second value is first window ID, third value is second Windows ID. So three value will be stored in the iterator. The first one is null, means no value will be stored. The second is the first window ID will be stored. The third is the second window ID will be stored. Okay. So if I need the parent window, that is the first tab ID, I will be doing itr.next because first value is null. So if I do itr.next, it will point to this value and it will be returning back me the first window ID. Similarly, in child window, that is the child, or you can see the second tab which get opened. So again I have to do itr.next, so it will be moved to this particular location and will be returning me the second window ID. So once I have the ID of all the tabs which are opened, I can use the function driver.switch to dot window the ID of the particular tab in which I want to do operation. So I pass driver.switch to window child window. So my driver control got passed from this particular tab to this particular tab. Now my driver control is in this particular tab. So whatever I do now will be done in this particular tab. Okay. So once my driver control in the new tab, I just do sent the new URL and the new URL got opened in this particular tab. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Let's say, for example, again I open a new window. Okay. New window or new tab. Anything you can say. So what will happen? A new tab will be getting opened. Now say for example, I want to open a new site. Let's say for example, oh, not this one. This site. Or any other site like Make My Trip, any site you want to open. So what here it will be happening, Subham? If I run this particular piece of code,
Then first time it will open the child. It will open the new tour demo in child window, but in second thing, it will open in first window.
why? Why it will go to first window? Because my control is in the second tab only. Why it will be doing the operation in second, means like in the first tab? My control is in the second tab only, right? Have I
Okay.
passed my control from second tab to the first tab? No, my
No.
control is in the second tab only, right?
So then
But
it will open second tab.
but
Make my
here I but here I have opened a new tab by doing
okay.
this particular operation. So, but I expect my make my trip to get opened in this particular new tab, right?
Yes, sir.
But it will get opened in second tab because my current control of my driver is in second tab only,
Okay, sir.
right? But
Yes, sir.
I want it to get opened in the third tab. See, that make my trip got opened in the second tab only, but I meant it to open in the third tab. So what I have to do? Again, I have to pass my driver control to the third tab. Then only I could be able to get out the value of the third tab window ID. Okay. So again, what I have to do is, if I have opened a new tab, again I have to capture the all the IDs that are, like you can say, is opened. Then again I have to do now to traverse to the value of the new third tab which is opened. I have to do it by ITR next, but this particular value I have already derived. I don't need to again store it in a certain variable. Just to cross verify, I'm storing it so that you will be able to see that the values get stored in the sequence the tab are opened. Okay. Now my set will be having first as null, second as first window ID, third as second window ID, fourth as the third window ID. Because now three tabs are opened, right? So I will be having four values. First one is null, the second one is first window ID, third one is second window ID, and the fourth one is third window ID. So to get this particular value, I have to do itr.next, itr.next, and itr.next. In the third itr.next, I'll be getting this value. Okay. I have already stored the parent window, means first tab ID and second tab ID. I need not to store it again. I just want my third tab ID. Okay. So what I'll be doing is itr.next. I'll be doing. I need not to store its value because I have already stored it in a variable parent window. I have the value. Then also I'll be doing itr.next. Again, I don't need to store this value because I have already stored it in child window. Now I'll be getting now here I'll be getting the third tab ID, which I'll be storing in third tab. So what again I have to do is to switch my driver control from second window, second tab to the third tab, because currently my driver control in this particular tab. I have to switch the driver control from this particular tab to the newly opened tab. So what I have to do is, again I have to driver.switch to window. third tab. So what will happen is my driver control will now get switched to this particular third tab. So now make my trip will not get open in the second tab, rather it will be getting opened in the third tab. Okay. You can see also the ID values if you want to see in the console by printing it out. So all the three tabs ID will be getting printed in my console once I execute it, because I have done CISO system.out.println for that. See, the make my trip in this particular case opened in the third tab instead of the second tab, which was happening in my previous code of execution, because now I have passed my control to the third tab. So the make my trip got opened in the third tab. So what we learned here is that if you want to do a particular operation in a particular tab, first we have to capture it ID. See here all the three tabs ID got printed out. This is the third tab ID. This is the second tab ID. This is the first tab ID. So using this particular ID, I'll be passing my control of the driver to the particular tab where I want to do the operation, and then I can do my operation on that particular tab. Okay. So what now currently I have my control in the third tab. Let's say for example from that tab, I just want to directly do a particular operation in my first tab. Okay, let's say for example, I want to print a visual text or something of the first tab. Okay. Now, if I want to access this particular web element, what I have to do, well, let's say for example, I have to click this one. So what I have to do, I have to pass my control from this third tab to the first tab, then only I will able to do the particular operation on this tab. Let's say for example, without switching my control, I just write out a syntax to handle with that web element. You will see that no such element exception will be getting printed out. Let's see driver dot find element dot xpath. See, I have my control in the third tab, but I am performing operation on the login button of Flipkart, which is present in the first tab. So if I run this, you will see what happens. See, was anything done in this particular login tab? Nothing was done, because if it would have clicked this tab, a particular pop-up would have been opened for me, right? So what we see, as the control is in the third tab, no operation is getting performed on the web element which is present in the first tab. So to perform my operation on this particular tab, what I have to do is again switch the control from third tab to the first tab, because that particular web element is present in a website which is opened in the first tab. So what I'll be doing here is again switching my control to parent window, because it contains the ID of the first tab. Now let's run the piece of code. Let's see what happens. Just close it out. See, now it worked because I switched my driver control from third tab to first tab. So now I am able to handle the web element of that particular page which is present in the first tab. Previous what it happened is it didn't click here because my driver control was still in the third tab. Okay, we wanted to do a operation in the first tab. Okay. But my driver control was in the third tab. So what I did is I passed my driver control again to the first tab and did the particular operation of web element which is present in the first tab website. Okay. This login is present in the first tab website Flipkart. Okay, so I have to pass my control from third tab to the first tab. So what you learned is even a n number of browsers are open, n number of browser, not n number of tabs are open or n number of windows are open. So if you have a operation to do in this tab, directly switch the control from the first tab to this tab using its ID. Again, you have to like do an operation in the second tab, then directly switch your control from this tab to this tab and do the operation. There is no requirement that you will be switching the control from this to this, means you have to switch it to parent, then from parent to come to that tab. No, any tab you have to do any operation, directly switch your control to that tab. From here to you can go to here, from here you can directly go to here, from here this tab you can directly go to here, from this tab you can directly go to this tab. Any tab you have the control, and the next tab you have to perform the operation, directly switch it with it window ID or tab ID. Okay. From third, okay, I have the control in the first, directly I have to do in the second, directly I switch to window, give the second like this child window. If I have to do from first to third, directly I'll be switching it to switch to window, then third tab. Directly you can switch from tab to tab using its window ID. Okay. Let's say for example there is another two tab is open. So here my control is there. Directly I have to do some operation in a web page open in the fifth tab. Directly you switch from here to here. From here you have to do a operation in the third tab. Directly you switch from this tab to this tab using the ID of that tab. Okay. Got my point? Okay.
So basically, sir, zero is the first window, and according the second, then second first window, second and third window, like that ID.
N number of windows you can open. 100 windows are there. You just do.
No, sir. I am asking, sir. This in that browser, basically Flipkart is the first window, zero element, and
First tab. It is the first tab in which I've opened Flipkart. Instead of Flipkart, I could have opened anything else. That's not an issue. Let's say, for example, this particular tab doesn't mean that I'll be opening different site. There may be one scenario. If I click that link in Flipkart only, a new tab gets open of that Flipkart application only. Then also you have to do in this way only by window handling. A new tab comes means you have to switch your control from the previous tab to the new tab to get it handled. Okay. That doesn't mean that different site will be getting open. In a real scenario, you will be having only one site at a time, which you will be testing. If, for example, I have shown here different sites. This will not happen in real time only. If you are testing Flipkart and if you click a particular link, a new tab will open. In that also, if there is a one link, you click it, a new tab will open. In real time only, one website will be handling in real scenarios.
Okay.
So in real time only one website will be testing, though. So the different tab will be getting open by clicking certain links in that website. So that will be the application requirement. So got my point how to handle window?
Yes, sir.
Okay.